Hello guys, doing a short miscellaneous type video today, just because a commenter wanted to see this little tower that I showed off in my Evergreen video in more detail. So I'm going to show you what this thing is basically made of. Essentially, the easy way of doing a palisade is one up, one down, alternating spruce and stripped, uh, oak wood and stripped spruce, because they're two really similar colors that don't clash. Um, Wondering why I don't use stripped oak is because it looks really stripy and doesn't really preserve this nice kind of palisade effect that starts to look really cartoony. And then near the bottom, you can mix in some bits of dirt or something like that. But that's really optional, just because I wanted to go with more earth tones and, you know, practicing kind of working in that color palette. Um, Here we have just a small little gate, and you can see here that the palisade is essentially leaning against this earthen ramp that you could walk across the top of. We come down here, we have kind of like a circular ring around the tower itself. It's a really simple structure. So it's basically just a kind of square pillar. Um, some of these outside blocks, so some of these like corner blocks are polished to make it look more like cornerstones. And then near the bottom, we can mix in some moss and tuff and stuff. So we continue this cornerstone pattern, but here the cornerstones are tough, essentially. You have some moss near the bottom, supported by some leaves. And we just have some really small structures on the outside. So a stables that it has singular donkey in here. Now it has a spinning donkey. Okay. Back here we just have a small little basement kind of area. So it's kind of semi defensive because you could shoot out of here. But it's mostly just for storage. You can see that they used to store some hay here or something. Just trying candles because you run out of candles a lot, so you have to keep those. If we come up here, just above that room is the kind of tower proper. Simple little torch design. In here we have a kind of common room barracks. So we can see that they're making some stew here, some mushroom soup. A simple carpet, a little blast furnace. If you want a trick, um, if you want to add more light into a build like this, a really easy way is to just use the debug stick to either light this up, or you could use set block. If you use set block, say furnace, for example, you can then make that lit up as well. Here we have just a little kind of segmented kitchen area, just kind of divide the room up a little bit. Then up here we have barracks. So we have some weapons for these soldiers, suit of pretty basic armor. We have a few beds here. One of the tricks I like using to make it look like a place is kind of half empty is that you replace some of the beds with just wooden slabs. Oak works the best because it matches the color, but you could theoretically use spruce or something like that. Up here we have a simple roof. The reason we have trapdoors here is just to hide the dark oak, basically, and a chandelier. And then up here we have what we call wooden hoardings. So these are semi-permanent or kind of semi-temporary, depending on the way you look at it. Little battlements that you could stick on the outside of a building. Basically, you could take them off or on with the seasons, or you could replace them when the wood rots. But it gives you an extra kind of defensive area up there. So basically, say in times of peace, you could replace this with just like a little balcony, or you could just board up the doors that nobody can walk out by accident. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this little tower. That's the chimney, by the way, for the furnace, and the donkey got out. Great. Just to show you, this is one of my test worlds. It's not my main test world. My main test world is full of stuff, but this still has some neat little bits, like this little townhouse I made. So it's really kind of, um, every once in a while I like to try and use styles. So here with this style, I was trying to use dirt to look, trying to use blocks more for the shade than for what they're intended for. Um, we have a little back door here, chimney, and then it's a 3-story kind of building with a tower. So main floor is this little simple, I guess simple. I tried to make it look detailed. I shouldn't say simple, but we have a little room here. That's where that leads. If we come up here, we have the kind of bedroom area. So that's in here. You can see the floor is made out of trapdoors to add some spaciousness, because otherwise it's pretty cramped. Then if we come up here again, we have storage and another little bedroom. And I wasn't really going to show this off, but consider it a freebie. That's going to do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. To the commenter that left the comment asking to see this build, I hope this kind of cleared some things up for you. If you're wondering about like measurements and stuff, that's totally just like eyeballing it. The only thing I would say for measurements is you always got to think about how many floors you can fit when you're deciding the height of a building, and when you're deciding the measurements, you just got to decide if you want to do odd numbers or evens. Here we're doing odd numbers so that we can have a little point at the top. All right, see ya.